Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Wave of the Podcast, where we talk everything womanhood, life, and healing. This is for the ones that are the in-betweeners, the cool aunties, the I don't know what's next. This is for you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Wave of the Podcast. I'm your host, Ava Ojo, and today I'm naming this session Moved. I'm in your ears for the first time. Thank you. If I'm in your car, if you're on a walk, if you're just in your bed or cleaning, I welcome you and I hope that you're doing well. As I am putting together these episodes for this podcast, for this talk series, I don't really know what it's going to be, but I'm doing it. I'm coming to find that I too want to share my story as well with the listeners on here and for you guys to get to know me a bit because we need some trust in here. And lately, I don't know if you've noticed, but the world is hurting. And I really want this space to be a space of hope. I have dreams for this. And I do know that the part of it is believing that this will reach the right crowd or the right people. The other night, I had a dream and I wanted to share it with you. Days leading up to a full moon, there can be a lot of clarity and reflection happening around you. And I had this dream. So I am a New Yorker. I was born in California, Sacramento, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York on Ocean Parkway. And Ocean Parkway, the stream sets on that street where I'm eating food with a childhood friend and it comes evening and she walks me halfway home and it's dark outside. And then I have to walk the other half back home. And so how Ocean Parkway is, like, it's a huge highway, if you just envision it. And there's a bunch of apartment buildings, schools, subways. I mean, it's a very, very busy road, just really busy. And my house was on the side of it. So then there's this Hispanic woman who's in my dream, and I guess she lived next to me, but she asked, "Where is your home?" After I told her this was my childhood home, it transitioned to the lobby. And the lobby is where a lot of things happened. I mean, in and out, day in, day out, the mailbox, the laundry, everything. And then the iconic elevator. This elevator was just like my everyday ritual. So this time it wasn't automatic. I'd step into the elevator and I had to pull myself up by myself. And I found that so So as I'm doing this, I dream about one of my siblings. But what's weird is that my siblings turned into an Asian woman. Okay, just hold on. Hold on for a minute, okay? This Asian woman appears in my dream while I'm on the elevator. And she looks at me and she's like, "I'm deaf. I'm on antidepressants and I go to therapy 3 times a week." And I know that this wasn't my sibling. The Hispanic girl, I feel like, represented the person that I know, that I'm very familiar with, that she's the one that holds all of the trauma, all of the things that has happened while growing up in New York City. And that the Asian woman represents a side of me that I've in a way suppressed because, to be honest, I am on antidepressants. I don't go to therapy 3 times a week, but it's a sign that that part of me feels not heard. What the elevator meant to me was that I'm going to have to do this, not alone, but it's going to take all of me to get to the next step, to wherever I'm going, whether it's this podcast, whether it's moving someplace else, or with my weight journey, my health journey, my identity also, which is a big thing. I mean, I am biracial. My mom's Finnish. My father comes from a Nigerian household, and he was born in California, but still, like, I grew up around that culture of, being an African and also being European, but also struggling to find, like, am I black enough? Am I white enough? What does biracial really mean to me? I still really don't know what that means to me, but what it's representing is that identity crisis that I'm going through. It's like she feels unheard. She feels blocked. It's that person that I'm trying to not shove down, but sort of kind of say, like, enough is enough. I've been a people pleaser. I've been called the fat cousin. I've been the shy girl. Moving forward, the next dream, I get on another elevator. I'm still in the same childhood home, but you know how dreams work. I'm telling you, you can be in like America, then you can be in France. I knew that I had to be somewhere for my brand event. I'm like, okay, girl, like excited. But I knew I had to be, I'm so serious. I knew I had to be, like, I knew I was attending a brand event, but it was mine. And this time, the elevator is glass, which I guess represents that this is the new Ava, right? This is the Ava that is healed and is working on herself. And I go onto the elevator. This time I don't have to pull myself out of it, but I go there and I see past friendships that have fallen out. And weird enough, it's their fashion show. Don't know how that's in between, but I see my brand and it says moved, period. There's just these boxes everywhere, but when you walk into the room, there's like shoes and there's bags and clothes everywhere, and then there's like a circle of people waiting for the fashion show to start. I'm feeling a little bit sad because I feel like they are overpowering me, like they're overpowering the brand event, like using what I'm doing to benefit them. And then something happened where someone was coming, and I have these dreams at times where it's like, okay, so now we all have to hide. So everyone found the back entryway and climbed out the window. I couldn't fit out the window. I dislike when I have those dreams when I can't fit through the door or the window. And I was stuck in that room full of clothes and my brand and all of these things. And so the brand, I feel like, represents the podcast. I feel like it represents the job hunting, even pressures that I had about, okay, like, am I supposed to be married? Am I supposed to be dating? I haven't ever really been that kind of girl, and I haven't had relationships, like romantic relationships, or really had any guys that I know of were interested in me. What I feel like this represented was that this is the phase of my life where I do feel like old habits and old thoughts are coming back in, because those friendships was a time where I was really, really shoving down my needs. I was shoving down what I needed as a friend instead of being a mother and constantly being the funny one or being the one who's like can take everybody's crap. But in all reality, like, I have life happening too. And what I realized was that I couldn't escape this room, this fashion show, while everyone left, was because this is something that I can handle. And it makes sense because I also wanted to go back to when I saw my sibling, quote unquote, in the elevator before, was that I was going on the second floor. But here's the thing, we lived on the third floor. The elevator wouldn't let me open the door to the third floor. The second floor I could go, but I looked into it that like basement level can mean survival mode first also, and then second is really where I am now. Fourth floor and above is where I'd like to be. And I can sense that I'm on this road. I know that I'm not the only one going through this, where it's like I'm becoming, but also I'm still in comfort. Also, I still have old patterns that I do in a way feel like I'm still a kid, which is really weird. And when now it's like, no, I have actually all the autonomy in the world. Like, I can go out and shave my head if I want to. Now, going back to the part 2 of my dream and seeing the word moved, that just told me that like I'm ready to shift. But also I know that there's a part of me that feels unseen, and there's a part of me, the depressive part of me, that feels unheard. And I don't know if like this is what I, want out there for people to just completely critique, but it's not a problem. It's like, this is the reason why I want to start this. Like, this goes to the woman that I was 3 years ago. This goes to that little girl that was 15, not little girl, but that 15-year-old girl that was extremely full of doubt and in survival mode, experiencing life as it was and saying that, hey, you're okay. We're turning 25 and you're okay. If you guys are in the same transition as I am in your 20s, and this may be the part where you might need to pull yourself out of this by yourself, know that you're not alone. Even though you may be doing all the right things and they're still not going the way that you want it, you're still putting the baby steps into who you are becoming. And that's the key. The outcome, the outlook, that's not where we're going. This is the journey. Okay? So my intention with OAVA, this movement came from a dark space in my life. I know that these past 5 years have been difficult for everybody, starting from the pandemic, starting from losing family members, losing jobs, being in complete chaos and not knowing what comes next. These years have shown me just the resilience in me and even the resilience in people that I've spoke to that I cannot wait for you guys to hear and know that you have that fight in you. But to let you know where I am now, right now I am job hunting, doing whatever I can to save up for money, and also living under my parent household, which is just so annoying in itself and sometimes can just be like hella toxic because it's like I'm not a kid anymore, but yet I have to respect my parents, and we all have very strong personalities. Of course, there's clash, and it's not perfect. So as I'm ending this session, I want to tell you guys a little bit about stay for a while. Stay for a while has just been a mantra for me, and through the dark times that I've experienced, especially being post-grad and going through this time of abyss, I've definitely felt like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Living at your parents' house can sometimes just be like an identity marker to the society that you don't have your life together. But I know that in other cultures, like it's okay for people that are 30 to live with their parents until they get their life right. To wrap up this session, I will see you guys bi-weekly. If you guys have any questions or are wanting to hear about topics that you guys are interested in, please let me know. My DMs are open. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. I don't want to say I'm excited. I'm hopeful. I'm thrilled, and I'm choosing to do this anyways, even though I feel a little bit scared, like shitless scared. This is what it is. This is the 20s. This is how you get to your goal, is that you just need to do and stop talking and planning and doing all this. Just do it. I wish you guys all well, and I cannot wait for more episodes to come. And go like, follow, subscribe, even like share this with a friend. Go ahead, and much love. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.